immediately. Projectile, projectile.
I think he could have comboed another air down smash there. I'm pretty sure that combo extends a little longer on certain characters.
I think Bees might have managed to crouch cancel the second down smash. I saw the second down smash. Oh, power shielded Pikmin.
You can't crouch cancel out of stun, but you can ASDI down. Which is like, has slight differences between crouch canceling and just ASDIing down.
Sure, but you can still land on the ground, and then it will let you crouch cancel.
Yeah, but that would ultimately just extend the combo. Especially at the percent he was at.
I just don't know if Numerics was ready for that. But yeah, I think this stage is significantly in Zero Suit's favor.
I think every stage is significantly in Zero Suit's favor.
For this matchup?
Yeah.
I would say Bees would want to go to FOD. And yeah, that's probably about it. He might be able to be okay on Battlefield, but...
I wouldn't want FOD because Numerics is really strong with edge canceling. And I feel like that's capitalized only more by the platforms.
I think Olimar would be better off with the edge canceling. I find Zero Suit's edge canceling a lot more predictable. Or at least the way Numerics use it. Like, I purposely use the edge cancel as bait. My goodness, those reverse hits are so weird. Alright, he only has one Pikmin.
This is like... When you play Olimar as DM, it's kind of like you're playing Brawl. Because you don't really have any combos. You just have, like... You have down throw fair, and then that's it. You don't really like combo off the top and any crazy kills. It's just like, you just gotta fair him over and over again.
Yeah.
And hope that you pluck the right Pikmin.
I agree. I would say it's mostly stagger game. You hit him once, you go, well, now you're in a sucky spot, and I'm fine. I have all the options. You have to pick something.
Which is fine if it were like Brawl or Smash 4, but in a game like this where Punish game just really matters a lot, and so many characters have like the option to reset neutral so easily, Olimar just kind of lacks in that regard. Especially against a character like Zero Suit. Like if Zero Suit's ever in the air in like a disadvantaged position, she has flip kick, she has her back air. She has like plenty of ways to like land like that. Like he was able to put Numerics in a disadvantaged state, but then Numerics had like 5 options to land, and Bees had to cover one of them.
Yep, I agree. Which is another reason why I think a smaller stage would help a lot. But PS2 is the biggest stage.
Well, the thing that's scary about a smaller stage against Zero Suit is that you just die so much faster. Because she combos horizontally rather than vertically.
Mr. Game & Watch.
Then she doesn't care how big the stage is. She will combo all the way across the stage, either way. She's one of the characters that will carry you all the way across the stage and kill you. PS2 is great for her because the edge to the blast zone is really small. But the blast zones are still pretty big just because the stage is so fucking huge.
1, go!
Okay.
No.
This is actually... Okay.
I think they want normal Green Hill Zone.
That's weird, honestly, because I would have expected Numerics to kind of pick this stage against Bees.
Go!
Rather than vice versa.
Well, the thing is, Tyler did switch to Game & Watch. Which I think helps. It also should make Numerics a little more wary of throwing out blasters, because they can be absorbed. Though Tyler's not very fond of using the bucket to absorb, unless like he's really getting destroyed by an absorbable object.
I also, from playing Bees earlier, it feels like he's kind of lacking in terms of like his ability to sweet spot the ledge without B.
Bees?
Yeah. Oh. There were a lot of times when I just like see right there, he like,
it was a little bit too high.
Yeah, Numerics can literally just down smash that every time.
He used to be really good at it, but I guess he just hasn't played Game & Watch that much. He's playing a lot of Olimar lately.
Yeah, I don't know why he decided to go with Game & Watch, especially after like so long of not playing the character. Like, despite the fact that people would consider Game & Watch like a broken character, which I think is pretty absurd because he has so many weaknesses. Like, if you're not warmed up with him, then there's like this small stuff that you'll miss that'll like really get you punished hard.
It's the small stuff that gets people so irritated because they're expecting that to not happen, and then like that tiny little difference is what fucks you up. That's why people go, jank! But yeah, like, Game Watch, he has some really, really huge weaknesses. He puts out one big hitbox, and then you block it, and now he's like, well, shit, he blocked the whole hitbox.
Yeah, he's stuck there for like the rest of the remaining time that the hitbox is out. And, you know, if it hits your shield, it's not active anymore.
Right, because they're all one big hitbox.
Yeah, he's literally just sitting there, you know, hoping that you'll miss space or that you'll get hit by the giant hitbox.
Or that you don't know the timings of the hitboxes because the animations are kind of wonky.
Yeah. Wow, that was a surprising miss. It might ultimately cost him. I know in this game in particular, if you screw up your confirms, then you give your opponent like so much more time to just open you up. Wow, that was a sick read by Numerics.
On the other hand, the way Numerics uses the Paralyzer has so little end lag, he often just throws it out and just hopes you run into it. If you don't, well, whatever, it has no end lag.
It's still kind of punishable because you can read what Numerics is going to do afterwards.
But that's true.
Like, basically what Numerics does is, relative to what you do, he'll perform the action that makes it hardest to punish him.
That was a good sweet spot.
Yeah. But he forward smashed, and forward smash, even if he like barely missed the sweet spot, it wouldn't have actually clipped anything.
Yeah.
I just think that was like suboptimal play by Numerics. Oh, that was a nice back here. And this is looking heavily.
I was gonna say this is the case where Bees needs to fucking just throw out a hitbox.
Yeah,
Numerics at high percent, they're on a small stage, small blast zones. Just fucking throw out a hitbox. As soon as Numerics jumps in the air, like, yeah, he might still dodge the hitbox with all of his multiple jumps, but then he's not in a position to punish you afterward.
I think it's a horrible habit most people have at SG where they'll just, as soon as someone else respawns, they'll just jump immediately. They don't want to be on level ground with an invincible opponent, which is really
one of the best places you can be.
Yeah.
You still have all your options. They have no idea which one you're going to pick.
Yeah, you immediately put yourself in a disadvantaged state when you try to jump over your opponent, unless they don't expect it, in which case, you know, they might not cover it. But, like, Bees literally just walked forward, Numerics jumped over him, and he threw out a giant hitbox that covered everything in the air. And being in the air against Game & Watch is really, really scary. Especially when he's invincible, because you can't actually challenge him with anything. Especially with like his giant hitbox. How sick. Down smash? Oh, no jump.
Okay.
Why, yeah, that was another missed sweet spot right there.
I think Numerics was expecting it anyway.
Wow. This is a pretty commanding lead for Numerics to start off the game with. But this might, yeah. He's just pressuring him really hard.
Nice!
Is Zero Suit's jab still frame 1?
2.
Frame 2? Okay.
It's 2. Which is still ludicrously fast, but yes.
Yes, yeah. It's about as fast as Val goes.
I think Val's is frame 2 also. I think most jabs are frame 3 and some are frame 4.
Yeah.
And then you've got Link, who's frame 6 for some reason. And then you've got Zelda, who's frame 11. Get fucked.
And then there's Ganon's, who's...
Ganon's frame 2.
Oh, yeah. Ganon's actually, in Brawl was like frame 8. It was pretty gross. Yeah. But I mean, it was pretty satisfying to hit people with. It did make the hilarious noise that it does at the end.
I love drama frames. I miss them so much. All the hit lag frames were the best thing ever.
Wow, that was...
Wow. I think he even DI'd correctly.
Yeah, but that was a charged forward smash.
He didn't even charge it the whole way.
Yeah, but like...
He charged it exactly enough.
Yeah.
Like, damn. Good job, Numerics.
Doug knows his stuff. Still a very solid contender at SG, despite not being, you know, showing up all the time. It just goes to show that like player skill doesn't really deteriorate over time.
Yeah, there are skills that do deteriorate, and there's some that like actually get better. I think like a lot of people have bad habits they stick with when they play every week, but when they go for like a month without playing, they come back and they just look at the game completely fresh, and they think, and that's a big deal. They don't autopilot.
Yeah, they're forced to not autopilot because they haven't been playing the game as often.
Right. But then, yeah, like there is some tech skill that you might lose from taking a break. But this also isn't Melee. The tech skill isn't as difficult, and it's not as critical. You don't have to be able to perform shine, turn around, jump, cancel, grab on command all the time. Like, just fucking hit the button, and you'll probably do something reasonable. And just press the right button at the right time. You're fine.
That's Smash. That's actually every single competitive competitive game period. Hit the right button at the right time.
Oh yeah, that's very true. Though having more options available to you is usually helpful.
Yeah, but that devolves into like tier list stuff and like, you know, how fair is one particular character, and like I don't like to talk about that kind of stuff.
Sure, but I mean also just if your opponent knows you have the technical ability to perform more of the options that are available in the good SDI?
No, that was a miss by
Yeah,
Numerics.
you just miss-spaced. So, because you keep your momentum when you jump, I think you need to run a different amount of time before jumping. Just check that out. Anyway, what I was saying was, the more options you are capable of performing, the harder it is for your opponent to choose the right option at the right time.
That'll kill. One more will though. That'll do it. Yep. Numerics takes it 2-1.
So,